Hey, this is Big Girl Diary, and I have a very interesting one for you. All right, this video is about Kobe Bryant, and it's not going to be about him playing ball. None of that. It's going to be about him personally and his wife, Vanessa. Now, I know there's a lot of contention out there that people look at the legend, the basketball legend, and just have a mindset as far as what they think that he is. But let's look at what's written. I'm not going to go off what I think. I'm not going to go off what I know because I know nothing. I'm going to go by what Vanessa put out there and what was written about Kobe. That is it. Now, I have a lot of, no, let me not say that. This is how it started. Kobe, he was born August 23rd, 1977. And Vanessa was born May 5th, 1982. So there's about a 5 year gap between them, which is good. Small little gap. Now, Kobe met Vanessa in an interesting way. Now, in this article called Moms, who was Vanessa Liane? I think it's French, Leine, Bryant before marrying Kobe Bryant. This is very interesting. Now, it says Vanessa has been thrust into the spotlight after the most terrible circumstances following the tragic death of her husband and daughter. My heart goes out to her. I could not imagine what it's like to lose your husband and your child. But before I even get there, just a little bit of info about Vanessa. Vanessa was born Vanessa Cornejo Orbieta. Now, that was her given name. Now, her mother went on to have a relationship with a guy by the name of Stephen Lene. So Vanessa never had her name legally changed. She just started using the name Lene or Lane. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it. So her mother, at some point, divorced her husband, businessman, Stephen Lene. Okay. Now, what I find rather interesting is this, is that how and when, well, not how he met her, but more so when and what steps he took after when he met her that I find rather interesting. Now, it says Business Insider. They're taking info from there. A reporter, the Business Insider reported that Vanessa was spotted at a concert the summer prior or before starting her senior year of high school. So when you start high school, she's in the 12th grade. She's a 12th grader. And she was asked to appear in a music video. Now, right here is what I have an issue with. She's a senior. She just started her senior year in high school, and then she was asked to appear in a music video. Now, how did this even come about? How did this come about? Who did she have contacts with, or who had contacts with her? Who? Who put her name in a bag? Don't know. It doesn't say it. She made her debut as a music video model by appearing alongside rapper Snoop Dogg and the East Siders for their song "G'd Up." The shoot the shoot for the video went well. Vanessa was quickly asked to appear in another music video. Now, keep in mind, she's in high school. She's 17. My question is this, the legality of it. She's 17 and she's appearing in a music video. And when you're in those music videos, you have to dress in inappropriate ways. Now, if she had permission by her mom, did she have a little card stating that she was able to work? I don't know what the age is to where you can work legally when you're under the age of 17 or 16. Do you need some type of acceptance from the state? All states have it, and don't poke at me. Don't. I'm just pointing out what it is. It was for the first set of the video that she was called back for that Vanessa met Kolbe. So she met him on the second music video. He was attempting to break into the music industry at the time and was shooting a rap video. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Vanessa was just 17 at the time. It was said that Kolbe felt instant for her and waited for her outside of the trailer between takes. He asked her for her number, and then they went on a first date to Disneyland. Does anyone see anything wrong with this? Okay. Okay. Whew. I get why Kobe's parents were upset about the marriage. I get it. I didn't understand it then. I didn't. Now I get it. My question is, where was Vanessa's mother to put a stop to this? Kobe, you should have waited. Men, look, men, when a girl is 17, wait. Wait. They're not all together up here. They're not. Everybody here was 17 thinking that you know any and everything. You are sabela todo. You're a know-it-all. Or a sabelo todo. You're a know-it-all. Whether you're male or female, you think you know it all. No. Men, wait. Look, when my son was 17, I had no idea he was fooling around with this 24-year-old girl. Now my son's 29 and I'm still looking for the heifer to whoop her. I'm still looking for her because she had no business taking advantage of him. Even though he was 17 thinking that, no. Mm-mm. There is a maturity thing here. Maturity. My son, he still didn't tell me your name, but I'm going to find you. I don't care if I'm 90. I'm still going to whoop you. I mean that. I'm totally against that. There is an age limit for a reason. Ooh. I have a daughter and a son. Okay. Whew. All right. Come on. Calm it down. Calm it down. Calm it down. It was said that Kobe felt instantly for her, and he closed down Disney. Oh my goodness. Not closed down Disneyland. Her first date was in Disneyland. Now that says a lot about him and where his mind was. Because he's in what, a 25-year-old body thinking that Disneyland is a great place to take his first date. That is 17 years. Vanessa entered her final year of high school as Kobe Bryant's girlfriend. Intense media scrutiny followed the relationship, and it should have. Look up Jerry Seinfeld. He was 37 and he was dating Shoshana, and she was 17 in high school. That's even worse. And her parents said zilch about it. Said zilch. I could only assume Vanessa's mother said zilch about it. But there are some of us parents who would have a huge problem with it. Huge. Which must have been difficult for a 17-year-old and high school student. It was said that a helicopter would fly over Vanessa's high school in an attempt to get pictures of the two of them to what? Okay. That she was forced to continue she was forced to continue high school. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. And that she was forced to continue her high school education at home. Vanessa's mother, where were you? She almost missed her high school prom due to the media circus following her, which might have disrupted the event. Vanessa became engaged to Kobe just 6 months later after they met. They announced the engagement on her 18th-year-old birthday. Look, you may be looking at my reaction and thinking, "Oh, big girl diary, you're taking this too far." No, 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 no. It's not that I'm taking it too far. I'm not taking far enough. This stuff has to stop. How can I put this? Children and teenagers should be allowed to be children and teenagers until they get to the point to where they can start mentally growing and become mature and knowing who they are, and not having people look at their biological age instead of their chronological age, because their biological age will make them appear to be older than what their chronology is. There's a problem with that. And if you don't see a problem with that, then okay, you're entitled to that. But when it comes knocking at your door, keep that same energy. Don't have a problem with it when it's your daughter. I'm just saying. And some of you are okay with that. R. Kelly and those parents, now I'm placing judgment. They need to be, those parents should be in jail along with R. Kelly. So I'll say it again. Those parents need to be in jail along with R. Kelly. Whether if you like it or not, these parents traffic their own children. He came out and R. Kelly came out and said, "I'm not your ATM machine." I'm going to leave it right there because this is about Kobe Bryant and Vanessa. Again, I get why I get why Kobe's parents were not happy about him getting married to Vanessa. It's not about Vanessa. It's about her age and how she was allowed to run. I don't want to say run wild. No. She ran wild. She did. Because if she's doing music videos, doing all this stuff, who was there to say, no, I'm the parent. I take care of you? Where was that at? So I'm understanding Kobe Bryant's parents more. I get it. Oh, as I'm going through this article, my blood is boiling. Okay. On her 18th birthday. And they were married, and she was 18 years old and he was 22. They were married April 18th, 2001, and in an intensely private ceremony. Vanessa's family didn't approve and did not attend. Kobe's parents and sister who refused to, wow, both sides. Okay. Let me go ahead and both sides did not approve. Kobe's parents and sister also refused to attend. It was alleged that it was reasons been alleged that the reason for it was they did not approve of him marrying so young and were upset that he was marrying someone that that he didn't marry a black girl. Right. 17 years old. Vanessa actually had so little time to do very much. She had so little time to do very much in this short period of time. I mean, why rush it? I mean, okay. Kobe Kobe Bryant's parents and Vanessa's family did not go to the wedding. Either side did not go because there was a lot of issues. And I get it. She was young. He was 22. She was 17, going on 18, married on her 18th birthday. That right there is just issues upon issues. He hasn't even had time to find out who he was. She hasn't had time to find out who she is as a teenager. She's just learning how to work. And he is in an NBA and trying to get into the music business. I mean, this right here is a recipe for disaster. Okay. Apart from the music videos and modeling, she was married before making it to college. Wow. And forging any career for herself. She was she was throwing her life into being an NBA royalty and then into a job that she clearly loves. And being a mom when her daughter Natalia arrived, and I don't know. This is a mess. It was thought that the catalyst for both Vanessa and Kobe returning to their families was the birth of Natalia, bringing them back together. Vanessa has always been notoriously private and has rarely given any interviews. Her Instagram, that's notoriously private. Okay. Her Instagram account was always private and she only made it public recently. Okay. Following the death of Kobe and Gianna. I can't even go. I don't want to go any further. I don't. I don't. But then it goes into the scandal about Kobe Bryant going up to Boulder, Colorado, and accused of grape juicing a woman up there. Now, this is where Vanessa's immaturity, she hasn't had time to mature. She hasn't had time to know herself because she was quickly at the age of 17 going into high school. She's working, modeling, working in a music video, and then gets with this guy, and then she's locked down with him. She hasn't had time to learn who she was or to learn who she is. Oh my goodness. So now in Boulder, Colorado, he was accused of that. The woman who filed the charges later dropped them, and the case was never pursued. Vanessa made an appearance at the press conference with Kobe where he apologized for his behavior. It could only be imagined, it can only be imagined how tough this most public of infidelities must have been for Vanessa. Yeah, look, this girl was thrown into a llama. Okay, when you're an athlete and you're known around the world and you're going all over the place and you're a, as they call, a high value man, fidelity is not expected. When you're 17 and you're getting into a relationship and you're like, oh, he's my Prince Charming, he's my everything. He has this money, he has this, and we have children, and it's going to be happy, happy forever after. And you're not thinking that there are not other women out there because that never occurs to you because you don't have much of life experience because you were plucked out before your life even began. Poor thing. I truly feel bad for both of them. I really do. I really do. And Kobe should have left her alone. But 22, you know it all. Your hormones are just all over the place. He's not thinking logically. You know where he's thinking. So the couple also survived filing of a divorce a couple of years later, citing irreconcilable differences. Now, that right there really means nothing. That right there is a new term that they came out. Well, not new, but meaning that there is really no reason for them to get a divorce other than they they can't get along or they don't see eye to eye. Well, before that, they had this irreconcilable differences. You actually had to have a reason to really get a divorce. But however, they were able to work it out and they stopped the divorce. They canceled it and continued on with their life. And then they had two more children. Whether with now, if now there are some people what the school of thought of is at the age of consent, it's 16, 17, whatever it is. Now, if that right there is your school of thought, keep in mind that the person that you're getting has no real world life experience. Their whole life experience is built off of high school, their world paradigm is built off of what they know and what they have experienced. So if you're an older guy and you fuck a young girl and then you marry her and you're like, well, you're a child. Well, that's exactly what you married. Child. You fool. You can't make this sugar honey iced tea up. You just can't. Now, I completely understand why both families did not want this for their children. Not that they were bad people. No, it wasn't the right time. They were not mature. They had no idea. I mean, I don't think, no, I'm not going to say what I think. I'm going to tell you what I know. And I'm going to move Kobe and Vanessa out of this. Just move them out of this. Look, guys, when you get a woman that has no experience, you are her begin all and end all. That is what you are. You are her only source, anything. Now, I don't know what her experiences were before Kobe. I don't know, but I'm just talking about just this little thing right here. When you have a young woman that hasn't experienced anything, don't expect her to be on your level. Don't expect her to have the worldly experience that you want her to be or to have because you didn't give her the opportunity to get it. Because you were too busy looking at something young, cute, pretty, and look good on your arm. Eye candy, to be exact. Let's put it where it is. Eye candy. Yet eye candy, you want eye candy on your arm. You want, not you, a man would want all the great things about being with a young girl, but none of the responsibility of getting her to be a woman. Let's keep it for what it is. And tragically, Kobe's gone. Now, wait a minute. Kobe's way of trying to repair the damage is by buying her a ring. What does that do? Buying a ring, buying off her the thought that she had forever, ever, 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 ever. You, he blew her paradigm of what she thought was real. She thought she was the only one, just her. Mm-mm. Now she has to deal with people like Gail King coming up and saying things about Kobe Bryant years later after his passing. Gail, that was a ratchet and trifling, most definitely ratchet and trifling. And why not just have the person who really want to have those answers questions? How comes they didn't come out and make those questions? Why did they use you? And why did you allow yourself to be used in that manner? In my book, we would call that being a coon or a bootlick. Or shall I be exact, a bootlicker? But that's not what this video is about. Gail, I don't like her. Or Oprah. I call Gail the black man slayer. It is what it is. She didn't go after Harvey Weinstein. You didn't go after him or Kevin Spacey. Don't like you. But I'm gonna leave it on there. I'm gonna leave it on this note. I understand Kobe's parents, his family. I get it. I'm glad that they have a relationship with the children, and I get Vanessa's side of the family. I get how they feel. Now, the only people that are fractured are the families. And I am happy that the families are able to put aside their anger towards Kobe and Vanessa and to be good extended families to the children. However you may feel about Vanessa or Kobe, that should not touch the girls at all. They should never know how you feel. And I think that's good. But what do you think? Do you think I'm just this one of these people from the old school? And I need to get up with the times and throwing little children, throwing teenagers out there, throwing them to the fire before they're ready without the experience? So you can go ahead and read the article, read it for yourself, and make up your own mind. But it took me a while to do this video because I wanted to wait until everything sort of simmered down before I would do this. And I have to say, as I'm doing this video, I learned a lot right here. So, what do you think? I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you did. Because whether if I'm talking about court cases, like Johnny Depp or Marilyn Manson, whether if I talk about big girls, big guys and their delusions of grandeur, of it being okay for being big and everybody gotta go according to it, or whether I'm talking about celebrity mess, Amber Heard destroyed her life. Whether it doesn't matter what I'm talking about, but I want to thank you because you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Time is something that you'll never get back. You can get back something from your cousin that owes you money and taking their time giving it back, but please help continue supporting me. Keep on subscribing. I'm past 1,000. I am so grateful. Continue to help me to grow to get to the next level. Time is something that you never get back, and I hope that my videos were worth your time. I want to thank you for stopping by.